Why do I have a choice here? I came here to do? Why do I have a choice? I'll take a walk. Why is there a choice?
Hmm? あ、若月姉妹の小さい方。
小さい方って何？
身長？
私そんな小さくないよ。まったく。
Wakatsuki, Tsukasa, my neighbor and childhood friend. We're close in age, and her house is next to mine.
奇遇だね。杉の宮で会うなんて。あ、そうか。バイトか何かだっけ。
そうだね。そんな設定もあったかもしれませんな。
何言ってるの？ユキ。バイトに設定も何もないでしょうが。
あなたは。
んで、その言い方だとユキはバイトまでサボりなわけ？
誰かな？
誰かなじゃないでしょ。なんで私覚えてないのよ。
え？私のこと覚えてて当然ですわ。
お姫様特性とか関係ない。なんで
あるかもしれません。
ダメだよユキ。
そうですか。
それで
残念ながらバイトは大人の事情で休業です。
大人のんなわけない。
なるほどね。
ぎゅ誰に先手あり。
あ、
じゃあね。名前は
そうなん？でも私を怒らせるようなことなんて言ってないぞ。私の足
ごめん。気がつかなかった。だから
いや、
ほら司わかったよ。
昔今日は杉宮組んだりまで来てお気に入りのバンドの新譜を買いに来た。あれ、なんか道間違えたっけ？ CD やってこっちだったよな。じゃ、人影？人がもみ合っつ。
This leads right into the prologue.
何やってるのもう。
Yeah. That's weird. Why does this lead into the prologue?
こっちはあんたのために死ぬ気で走ったんだ。
Everything's the same.
なんだこれ。
Why does it go to the prologue when I make that choice?
何を。
It's the same thing.
自殺じゃなかったのか。
Weird. Interesting. Let's actually start it though. It's my own invention. History repeats itself. The first time is tragedy. The second time is farce. Karl Marx, the 18th Brumaire of Louis Napoleon. It's my own invention, as everything's coming to hell. The moment I awoke, the moment time began to move, everything felt distant. Is it that way for everyone? Or just me? What was the first thing that came into sight when I awoke? I always try to remember that. What was the scenery of awakening? I'm trying to remember that. A drop of water fell in the distance. I heard the sound of a drop of water breaking somewhere in the silence. That which is broken imparts its moisture upon the earth. Only through breaking can it grant its blessing. Because once broken, the blessing is able to soak into the earth. Where is this place? The confusion after awakening. Doesn't everyone feel it? Or is it a confusion that only I feel? When I came to, I was here in this place. My eyes opened in bed. I was probably in my own room. It's definitely my own room. A hazy scene, a hazy texture, a hazy memory. Everything felt hazy, but there was one thing I could say for sure. My spirit was unreasonably calm. For no reason at all, I could calmly observe all phenomena. In this hazy world, the only thing that was clear was my unnaturally calm heart. My calm heart, so calm as to be cruel, it observed everything from afar. Until yesterday, the scenery was so near. Until yesterday, the scenery was so fun. Until yesterday, the scenery was so beautiful. Until yesterday, the scenery was so dear. I calmly watched, from afar, everything that I had so loved. I always try to remember the scenery from the moment I wake. I always try to remember the scenery from the beginning. The scenery that should be there at the moment I wake. A calm spirit, far in the distance, all emotion. Within this hazy consciousness, first I turned on the computer in my room. I organized my memories while looking at the computer screen. Finished words lined up on the display. A logo showed on the screen. All emotion was far away. A story that doesn't say anything, a story that doesn't move the spirit. Could I tell you such a fairy tale? Emotion, pain, pleasure, they're all jewels shining far off in the distance. But even then, you must live happily. Okay, that was a quick day. Ayana, go away. The summer sun is brutal. Apparently in Tibet you can boil water just by reflecting the sunlight with a mirror. And Tibet can't be as hot as it is here, so you could probably do a lot more than just boil water in this place. You could even boil a pot of oil. Oh goody, we are getting him as a pro tag. I walked through the shadows to avoid the sun as much as I could. I knew it would be less than half the total distance if I went straight through the courtyard, but I'd die if I went directly under the summer sun. Since it was hot enough outside to boil a pot of oil, anyone standing out there for a few minutes would die as their blood boiled. Standing out there would be suicide. I think a teacher who tried to make people go out into the blazing sun under the guise of physical education would need to be put to death. That would clearly be attempted murder. Everyone knows PE teachers are stupid, since they all graduated from the easiest universities. That's why they can do something so barbaric without batting an eye. Yeah, you stupid people. You're all stupid. When I was in elementary school, I had a teacher named Mr. Watase. He always wore a jersey, so I assumed he graduated from one of the PE universities. He was definitely the type who did nothing but work out until he got his job. He was always stupidly energetic, and cool, and popular with the girls. In elementary school? Well, who cares about any of that? Yeah, I don't want to be popular with girls. Girls are gross. I can't forget that day. I found out I was right about him. It was during a science experiment where we were electrolyzing water. When you electrolyze water, since the formula is H2O, well, that's not important. Anyway, you get hydrogen. When you put a flame to the hydrogen in a flask, it blows up. What he said was, they make hydrogen bombs by collecting a whole bunch of this stuff. That was a moment when he showed just how dumb he really was. What did he? Obviously, you pack a bunch of hydrogen gas into just a sealed container and drop it. So is a blimp with a whole bunch of hydrogen actually a hydrogen bomb then? I mean, if it explodes, it's a pretty big fireball, but no, it's not a bomb. A rocket has a lot of liquid hydrogen in it, so it's a hydrogen bomb too, right? Well, probably. It's scary that a teacher doesn't even know what nuclear fusion is. Same thing. No, he just teaches little kids so he can get by without being very smart. I mean, who can? Doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I really didn't have a good impression of that teacher. He would put me in detention just because I didn't finish my lunch. Okay. You know how you avoid going to detention for not finishing your lunch? Forcing someone to eat something they didn't like is just going to make them even pickier in the future. Didn't you know that? Just fucking eat it. Act like you eat it. Give it to someone else! Though he was an idiot, so he probably didn't. Because of him, I still can't drink milk or eat vegetables. I did. Okay. It's all his fault. His fault. His. No, the reason I can't eat vegetables or drink milk is... Wait, calm down. What am I getting so upset about? That's right, it's Watase's fault. Him and this weather. Yeah, stupid weather not making me drink milk. Fuck this weather.
暑いんだよ。なんで夏というだけでこんな温度が高いんだよ。イライラする。ああ、イライラだ。
The books in my hand were getting covered in sweat. Jeez, there's nothing good about it.
昼だからこんな辛いんだよな。いっそのこと夕方とか。
No, after school, there would be tons of people around the campus. Someone might see me enter my base. How about you just go to class instead? It's not hot inside. Well, it's not as hot. Then maybe it would make more sense to sneak into the school at night.
夜か。
Nobody would be around and there would be no sun. The summer nights are pleasant.
そうだな。最初から夜に運べばよかった。今日の分が終わったら、明日は夜に運び込む。本当に暑いな。もうすぐ夏休みだから当然といえば当然だけど。
Summer break. Summer break, not that it really affects me. I still have to go to summer classes during my break. Though I'm planning on skipping most of them. Yeah, fuck me. So I'll spend most of my time in my secret base, which is why I'm carrying these books over there. I scanned my surroundings, of course no one was there. Class was still in session after all. Because I went in, I looked around one more time before I went in.
相変わらず臭いや。
It's a fucking sewer! This is the spot where the drain of the old pool connects to the sewers. The pool's drain, it doesn't smell, but the sewers do.
ここさえなければいい秘密基地なんだけどな。
You know, it looks way brighter right now than it does whenever Yuki went down here. I entered the tank, doing my best not to breathe in the sewer. This is the old pool's drainage tank. The pool isn't used at all anymore, so this place is always empty. Though rainwater does still flow down here, I had to plug the drain so it wouldn't come down into the tank. This place is a lot nicer now that there's no water in it. Though of course, I didn't really want to use this place as a base since it's right by the sewers. Which is why. This place is still dark. I could faintly see the huge pillars even without any light. A certain level of natural light probably comes in through the ventilation. This is the foundation of the new school building. The new building has an indoor pool and various club rooms. This place was originally supposed to be impossible to get to, but for some reason it's connected to the pool's drainage tank. Well, I mean, if it was impossible to get to, they wouldn't even have ventilation areas. It was probably just a screw up during construction. They should have demolished the old pool. Fuck me, what's that? They should have demolished the old pool before they started, but they left it there. So the new building overlaps the tank, and thanks to that screw up, I was able to find this place. This place is wonderful in a lot of ways. I don't know why, but the ground here is concrete. There's nowhere with exposed mud or dirt. It's a completely sterile, inorganic underground room. That might start to smell after a few decades. But less than a year has passed since the construction, so there's no smell or unpleasant humidity. It'd be more accurate to call it an underground room than the foundation of a building. Maybe they're planning on putting machinery down here at some point. It's the kind of space where you might expect to find a boiler room or something. I turned on the generator next to the entrance. Hello? Oh, the construction lights hung around the area lit up. That's cool. I guess.
さてと。
How doesn't anyone know? Whatever. My face is right behind those dark curtains. Why do you need curtains? No one's down here. No one comes here. It's a space just for me. Or so I would like to say. It's not quite that ideal. I can't say it's completely private. I might be stating the obvious, but apparently there are ways to get in other than the drainage tank. From what I can tell, there are 3 doors. 2 of the doors lead in and 1 leads out. What? So the people who have keys to these doors can get in here without going through the complicated path I use. But normal students definitely couldn't get in. Only those with keys can. There are a lot of pipes and plumbing down here, so the workman or the janitor might come down here to do maintenance or fix problems with the plumbing. Teachers have no reason to ever come down here.
と言っても、ここに基地を作ってから数ヶ
But you're
月。
not always down here.
まだそういう連中を
Actually,
見たこと
probably
は
is.
ないけどな。
I've done a lot of work just in case someone does come down here. For instance, there's no plumbing near my base and it's all the way in the very corner of this underground space. And of course I put up these curtains so that it's not visible from the outside. These curtains aren't just plain fabric. I've rubbed gravel into the outside surface so that people mistake it for the concrete from a distance. Jesus. They might notice a discrepancy if they carefully compare it to the blueprints, but I doubt someone coming to work on the plumbing would notice even if they had a map. It's a secret base, so obviously I've prepared things to help hide it.
と、
I stuffed the books into the bookshelf. Yeah, the only problem you're gonna run into, if someone comes down here when the generator's on, then it's like, oh, oops. Then they know you're down there. Someone is. I have everything here. First off, there's a generator. It runs on gasoline and gives me a source of electricity. I stole it from a farmer in the neighborhood. Yeah, fuck the farmer. It's old and makes a bunch of smelly exhaust, so I put it far away from my living space. In the worst case scenario, it might give me away, but who's going to care if there's a small generator in the corner of such a huge space? I'd be curious. Most people would just assume it had been placed there for the workmen. If it's on? The noise it makes when I turn it on resonates throughout the room, but it doesn't reach the outside at all. I checked all around, but there's no place where anybody above ground can hear it. I also have a computer. The internet in my house is fast since we have fiber optic cable, but here it's unbelievably slow since I have to use my mobile connection. I was surprised the signal reached down here at all. I am too. It doesn't seem like the signal should reach the underground, but surprisingly enough, I can get 3 bars on my phone. How? I don't know why I get a signal, but it's all for the best. Oh, jeez. That's a tank of a fucking reception. What the hell is that shit? I brought an old laptop from my room. From the house, sorry. The specs are pretty awful, but the internet is even slower, so the computer doesn't really slow me down. I also have a carpet. It's a cheap carpet. Other than that, I have some chairs and a desk. And I brought a portable gas stove too, in case I want to do some cooking. I occasionally use it to boil water and make ramen. It's pretty important. Oh, not actual cooking. I have tons of otaku merchandise too. Really? Mangas, DVDs, figures, and so forth. I don't see any figures. You're not a real fan. I'm in the middle of transferring my manga and light novels from my old base.
自転車で学校まで持ってきた荷物。あと1回分は少なくともあるよな。
Where was your old base?
自転車いっぱい自宅から本を持ってきた分だけは今すぐにやらないとダメだな。
I can get the rest of my books from my house at night, but my parents aren't waiting for me at home. My father died of stomach cancer, and my mother is dead as well. Neither of them are in this world any longer. My mother was incredibly strict. She often scolded me when I was younger. Whenever I did something bad, she would punish me by dumping boiling water on me. What the fuck? Holding my head under the water in the bathtub, or stuffing tubes of wasabi in my mouth, among other things. What a bitch. I hated and resented her when I was younger. I even thought about killing her. But that was a mistake. It was my misunderstanding. She loved me. She loved me too much, which is why she was able to keep doing that. That's not love, buddy. That's the opposite of love. It probably hurt her more than it hurt me. That's a lie. That's a lie. I've had boiling water on me. No, that hurts more. She didn't want to do those things. I think she did. Since she loved me so much. Yeah, I wonder where he got his crazy genes from. Under his strict discipline, I did well enough on the mock exams to be recognized at the national level. I even started getting better grades in my worst subject, physical education. It's because she's physically abusing you. Under her strict discipline, I was promised a bright future, until the day my mother died. When I lost her, I found out how dear I had been to her. When I found out the tears wouldn't stop, I couldn't stop them. My mother loved me. She was still alive, though. His sister, wife, daughter, whatever, literally said that's a mother. She loved me so much. That she was smothered by her love and died. Her violence, her words, they were all the fruit of her excessive love. Now I understand that. So now I don't hate my mother. I'm not going to speak ill of her. I'm not going to make her the villain. But I still haven't mended my bad habits from when she was alive. My mother hated vulgar things like manga, anime, and video games. Ah, bitch can die. If she found them in the house, she always threw them away. So I didn't keep manga or anime in the house. When I was young, I made a secret base and hid my treasures there. An unoccupied apartment room. A deserted gas station. I made bases in various places. Of course, I was found by an old man or woman every time. They would get mad at me and throw my stuff out. But that's that pattern repeated through my childhood. I grew more clever about hiding secret bases. Now no one can tell me to leave. This base is the 7th generation. Now that my mother is gone, there's no need to do this, but it's a hard habit to quit. I still feel like my mother is watching me when I'm in the house. I can't focus on manga, anime, or games. So I'm still living the life that she wanted at home. The bookshelves at home are filled with textbooks, telescopes, and globes. The music is always classical. Sometimes I play the piano. I actually hate it, but it feels like my mother is watching me when I'm at home. I always study. I always read cultured books. I'm always surrounded by high-class art. The boy my mother wanted to have, was that kind of boy. So even now, after her death, I try to be diligent whenever I'm at home. I try to be a good boy. And the rest of the time, I can be the lowest. I can be the worst. A worm. Beneath notice. Crushed underfoot. I might as well disappear. I might as well disappear. I was really expecting to die.
Well,
I mean, when you don't socialize with anyone, of course people are gonna assume that. I mean, you kind of... I have a feeling I know where this is going. Like, oh, people bully him, and that's why he stays away. But I don't think that... Those are not two direct things. If he's still around and doesn't hide and skip class and he tries to socialize with more people, it gets better. That's just how it works. If you improve your social skills, you're gonna have a better time. When you just retreat into your own shell, it's not gonna be good. It never ends up well if you just keep retreating from the outside world and the real world. It just never works well. It was pretty cool beneath the ground. And because of that, the school was even hotter in comparison. Someone could die out here. Next time I try to carry something to my base, it should be during the night. Also, how does he check if someone sees him coming out of the sewer? Oh, goody. I heard a sound like fireworks going off. My mind was yelling at something bad was about to happen. Something bad. Something bad's about to happen. That's why I heard that sound.
No.
Oh, God. His name. Yuki Tomo-sane. Sure. His name's Yuki.
Yeah.
Yuki. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is gonna get...
今授業中だよね。
いや、その。
授業サボったらまずいですよね。だ。
Thanks, asshole.
授業サボってると、こうやって暴力とか振るうドキュンがうろうろしてますよ。
はい。
それで何やってるの？
いや、別にその。
別にとかない。聞いてるわけだから、別にって答えはないですよ。そんでさ、何してた？拓司くん。
いや、ですね。
I can't say I was moving these books. He would find out about my base. Why don't you just say going to find a place quiet to read? Bud.
何？まだ殴られ足りない？
Just lie.
いやね、 家にあった古本を処分しようかと思ってね。
古本を処分？
そうなんだよ。あそこにゴミ捨て場あるでしょ。
そうなんだ。本を処分ね。
そうなんだよ。
ここで燃やしてよ。処分するならここで燃やしたっていいわけでしょ。
どうして？
いやさ、拓司くんを疑ってるわけじゃないんだけど、僕って嘘つかれるの大嫌いでさ。
Hope those books weren't important to you, buddy.
はい。
なんか適当な言い訳のためにそんなこと言ってたなんて後から分かったら、僕どうなるか分かったもんじゃないんで、
What?
そうならないようにその漫画を燃やしてくれない？
What's that crap? That's nonsense.
デタラメとか思ってる？
そんなことありません。
Did it show up on my face?
だよね。嘘つかれるのって本当に辛いからね。特に僕って心が狭いというか小さいというか、裏切られたと気がついた瞬間に自分を見失うんですよ。
はい。
んじゃ
何を？
Yuki suddenly started pouring lighter fluid on the books I was holding. You just carry around a bottle of lighter fluid? Of course, he was getting it on my shirt as well as the books. Hey,
で
can you not burn me?
こ
What the fuck?
う夏だから暑いですよね。なんでそんなに暴れてるんですか？
火が僕の服に火が！
大丈夫ですよ。もう間宮君のシャツの火は消えてますよ。大げさだな。そんな火だるまになったみたいに地面にゴロゴロすることはないのに。
The fire burned part of my clothes before I put it out, but the books were burning even brighter than before.
大丈夫？大げさに地面なんか転がるから服が泥だらけだよ。
Can I press X to throw him into the fire?
大丈夫です。
そう。ま、何事もなくよかったわ。
そうですね。
あ、そうだ。
何ですか？
そういえば、ジッポ湯がもうほとんどなかったんだっけ？
You shouldn't have wasted all of it.
すみません。ジッポの油結構少なかったんですよ。
That's a damn shame.
は
すみませんけど、
Go
今
fuck
のジ
yourself,
ッポ湯
buddy.
の代金払ってもらえませんか？
あ、実保油代金ですか？
はい。これって廃屋の油なんで高いんです。しかも外国製だし。
Shouldn't have wasted on books. High octane lighter fluid. Either way, he just wants to take my money again. Sorry, don't got any on me.
いくらなんですか？
Fuck to asking how much it is.
3万円。
Go fuck yourself.
3万。
Suck my fucking dick.
はい。それに買いに行く交通費が2万円。合計で5万円。
ちょっと待ってくださ
何？
い。いくらなんでも高すぎやしませんか？
何？僕が嘘ついていると言いたいわけ？
No, I'm calling you an extortionist.
いや、
何度も言うけど、僕は裏切られたり嘘言われるのが大嫌いなんで。
You could be telling the truth and still not
自分
paying
で
for it.
嘘とか言いません。なのに疑われると、本
Yeah, you're not
当
violent
に切れるしかなさそう。
Doggy, you need to carry a knife on you. I'm just saying. Jesus. You see, why couldn't Kimika stab this dude? Whatever.
いや、違うんです。
I would have much rather this.
言い訳とかいいんで、5万円用意して明日までに。
Okay. And I want to win the lottery. We can't have everything we want now, do we?
明日とか無理ですよ。
なら今週中。
せめて1週間は。
1週間。じゃあそれでいいよ。
はい。
じゃあ1週間後にこの場所でいいですね。
はい。
ちゃんと持ってきてくださいよ。持ってこなきゃ殺すよ。じゃあねー。
5万円。そんな大金。
Damn it, that jerk. Everything he says is total crap. There's no way lighter fluid costs 50,000 yen. Yeah, no shit! Damn it, every day has been hell since he came to this school. Even when Chiriyama and Numada were bullying me, it was better than this. Their bullying wasn't this bad, I don't think. No luck. I sifted through the cinders with my foot. The middle of the pile wasn't completely burned, but the rest was completely black with soot. It wasn't readable anymore.
僕の単行本。
Footsteps. Someone's coming here.
ち
I didn't have time to open the manhole, so I tried to hide. It sounded like the footsteps was coming directly toward me.
誰だこんな場所に。
Probably Takashima. Yeah, it is.
これを
Why is she here? She was the girl from the next class over, Takashima Zakuro. I never talked to her, but she was kind of a gloomy girl, and she was always off on her own reading. I thought she was a diligent student, but why is she cutting class? It was like she was searching for something, the way she kept looking around.
あいつもしかして僕以外であの子だとしたら基地が危ない。
Yeah, girls aren't allowed in my base.
くそ。何やってるんだよ。
She must have been surprised by my voice, since her eyes shot wide open as she turned to look at me. What's up with her? It looks like she was trembling. Could she be even weaker than me?
それで何やってるの。
何か燃えてて。
何か。
Yeah, books and me. The cinders were at Takashima Zakuro's feet.
そんなわけないよ。そんなに大きな火じゃなかったんだからさ。
What do you do? What?
ごめんなさい。そうじゃなくて。
It wasn't a big fire, but it was still burning.
炭？
はい。
君は。
高島ザクロです。間宮くんの隣のクラスの。
そうじゃなくてさ。何やってた？もしかしてサボりとか？
すみません。
Uh-huh.
諸事情？
間宮くんは？
は？
間宮くんは何をしてたんですか？
Huh? Why me? What's up with this girl?
僕は別に何もしてないよ。
What's up with you? You're the one that hides in a sewer. What do you mean, what's up with this girl? What's up with you? What's up with both of you? Why don't you just both go into the sewer and have fun together?
本燃えてたけど、もしかして誰かに燃やされてたとかですか？
Yeah.
違うよ。さ、ただこの漫画がつまらなかったからさ、処分してた。
漫画がつまらなかった。
There's literally no reason to lie to her. Why lie to her?
そうだよ。別に他意はないよ。ただいらない本だったから。
私もその漫画持ってます。
え、そうなの？
うん。私も漫画好きだから結構持ってるかも。
そうなんだ。
はい。
What am I so happy about? I don't know what she came for. I shouldn't trust her so easily. What? She's a spy. What? Oh my god. Nothing good ever happens when I open up to another person. That's right, women especially love to pretend they're interested, and then when I let my guard down,